What's up guys, my name's Dante and thank you very much for watching another video. Today I wanted to talk about something that you may have already noticed with my videos. Something that is in every single title, and that is how to be happy. This is the subject that I am most concerned with. I spend so much of my time reading about it, thinking about it, and discussing it with other people. Because I believe as humans we are all striving after something. It's a feeling of happiness. And I think in today's world, we are misled to believe that things will make us happy that will inherently not make us happy. And this can be a very big problem. This can be a disaster for some people. If they are led to believe one thing will make them happy and they spend their whole life going after the one thing, and finally when they achieve it, if they ever do, they realize it was nothing. They realize it meant nothing in the realm of happiness. And so I want to go deeper into that. What are we told will make us happy? What does the world and society lead us to believe will make us happy? And I'm going to use a general term, but it can be seen in many different ways. The answer is money. Obviously, America, right? We talk so much about money. The discussion in politics and in society is always about money. We're told to go to college to get a good job for what? Right? We look at these people who have huge amounts of success and money, and we are led to believe that they were always happy. In our heads, marketing is designed to make us believe that any product that is being marketed will make us happy. And why do you think that is? I had to ask myself that question. After taking a look at marketing strategies, which is so much of what we see in the world, so much of time is spent on the TV or social media, and there's always ads. These ads aren't cheap and they need to be effective. So how are they effective? They appeal to what humans want most, and that's happiness and love and all of these great things. So after being exposed to that for any number of years, or growing up in that as my generation has, I grew up watching advertisements. I grew up on Instagram and Facebook looking at ads. And I fell into the trap for many years, believing that money will make me happy. Until I got to a point where I continued to make progress in terms of money. I continued to reach new goals. And every time I did, not a moment went by where I felt happy or satisfied. The next thought immediately followed, and that was more. My life always became about more, chasing this new thing that I thought would make me happy. Until eventually I got to a point where it just wasn't working anymore, and I started to look for other things. I started to become open-minded to what other people were telling me would make me happy, because up until this point I had been completely intolerant and closed-minded towards other means of happiness. I was offended every time somebody told me I needed something else to be happy. That money was never going to make me happy. I thought it was just some cliche. I never realized how truthful it was and how dangerous it will continue to be if my generation and the people around me continue to believe money is what will make them happy. You know, so many people around me are going so far into debt. They are willing to put themselves into debt in order to be happy, because that's what they're told. I believe that this is going to cause a huge problem in my generation. In my lifetime and my viewers' lifetimes, we are going to see the effect unless something changes. I know I found a way to be happy. I know I found what I was always looking for and spending so much time and effort getting to that next level of money, or that next level of prestige, the titles, what we get when we go to college, all of these things. I spent so much time and effort looking for the happiness, and always I never got it. And so I searched, as I said before, and I found something that has not been a part of the conversation. Something that does not get marketed. And when I first found these things, I thought they were secrets. And I use language that makes them seem like they're secrets for one reason, because they are not talked about. The reasons they are not talked about is something I'll have to get into in a different video, and it is amazing. It is truly amazing that something so effective as what I'm talking about, something as effective as what I'm talking about, isn't discussed, it's not part of the problem anymore. Everything we talk about can be fixed with more money. If we don't see the issue with that soon, we will pay the consequences because people are suffering. My generation is suffering. We are seeing the effects of this all over the country. I want to do something to change that problem. I want to do something to help people. And so that's what these videos are. Simply to introduce things that we can practice in our day-to-day lives that will absolutely make us more happy. What I'm discussing does not discriminate. What I'm discussing works for all human beings. They're so simple, but they don't get discussed, they don't get talked about, and they're not as understood as money will make us happy. People understand that language. People understand the new car is what we need. The new job is what we need. The next step in financial gain is what we need. People understand that. What I'm talking about, I'm really trying to pose it in a way that can be digested, that can be practiced, because it will change your life just as much as it's changed my life, and the people around me who do the same things that I do has changed their life tremendously. You know, I wake up every day happy. I'm able to go through the day and not feel stressed. Does that mean that everything in my life is perfect? Absolutely not, but I'm able to embrace it in a way that I see my generation struggling so much with. Because these problems we face in life cannot be fixed with money. And if we continue to fool ourselves into believing that they can, we will always suffer. And that's what I believe is happening. I believe that there is so much suffering going on around me that we don't notice by looking at it, because it's not the same type of suffering as physical suffering, like starvation. It's not the same thing, but we are suffering in another way. And so I want to expose that, and I want us all to understand that there are interests out there that want us to believe that buying new things will make us happy. Of course there are interests out there. But we must be loyal to ourselves, and we must give ourselves what we really are looking for. And so I'm here to share those things with you. Please, if you have any questions or you want to reach out to me personally, leave a comment below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. I'll be back every week to start explaining these things as well as I can. And I'd be happy to go into further detail. Like I said, if you want to comment or reach out to me personally, I will leave my information in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you guys next time.